Alright guys, so quick note before the video starts. I'm going to be going over a few things that I want to talk to you guys about before we get into the theory itself. So firstly, I want to thank you guys all so much for all the great response on my theory videos, and me saying this at the time of recording this, my top 10 wants from Lightfall video just surpassed 1,000 views. You guys are insane, and it's got 34 likes, and honestly a bunch of the videos I've posted since then are still getting very great reception. And with this one being posted, I heavily advise you guys go check out the new Dawn theory, which was the last video I posted. It's an out there theory, but it's still kind of, speculation, of course, because we don't know really much about 2025. Another thing about the theory video. So I won't be doing a season 18 theory video until the last week of season 17. The reason why is because there's been rumors and data mines and stuff like that that suggest that we're going to have at least 1 to 2 more missions before the end of the season. So I want to make sure I'm not missing any of that before I make the theory about what season 18 is going to look like. I'll craft that over the last week and then release that somewhere in between that Tuesday and then the 23rd. And then, of course, on the 23rd, we may have a late video because I want to get you guys that reaction out pretty quick. So we're probably going to have a later video on the 23rd, just so then I can get you guys my reaction to the unveiling of what they're unveiling. And the last thing before I go is, if you guys haven't yet, I do have a Twitter account. It is at Solos World YT. I'll put it up on screen right now. If you guys want to go follow me over there, I usually just roam about talking about Destiny stuff, but if you guys want to, you can tweet at me and I'll probably join a conversation or two. And yeah, anyway guys, enjoy the rest of the video. Hello everyone, this is Solo, and today we are back on Destiny 2. We're going to be talking about another theory that I have now. This theory spawned up when I was looking through Twitter and saw this post on Forbes called "Why Destiny 2 Will Never Get a 4th Class Besides Hunter, Titan, and Warlock." And I thought, you know what? Let's do it. Let's make a theory about what a 4th class could look like and go on with it. So without further ado, here is the 4th class theory for Destiny 2. Alright, so before we can go into adding any new classes, we're going to have to go back and look through the last 3 to see where they fit in this like MMO landscape that we're already in. So let's go through. So the original 3 classes are Warlock, Titan, and Hunter. Warlock being a magic space wizard that would be considered a support class by MMO standards, just by the way it does healing and also does buffs and debuffs with alongside of that. Now the next one would be a Titan, who are considered like the wall or the tank class, but they're also used for damaging, which is also a popular thing in MMOs, is that Titans would be the tank class in that setting. And then finally with the Hunter, they would be your primary DPS, being fast and being able to pump out damage, especially with their debuffs, including the including the bow, the shadow shot, that tether, that's what it is, sorry, including tether, and that would be your primary DPS. So, let's move on to our first question about the 4th class. Okay, so on to the next thing, which is the first question about this whole theory, is where would this 4th class fit into the Destiny/MMO archetypes? Well, that's actually easier answered with looking into MMO archetypes, like, for example, with DPS, tank, support. But there's also another class a lot of people like to play, which is known as crowd control. And crowd control, the basis of it is just, you're there to control ads, you're there to make sure that the main people are not going to get interfered with, And that's basically the whole gist of it. So let's move into the fourth class, which has been aptly named. Alright, so that leads me into the name of the class, which is the Brawl Master. It's going to be a melee-focused class that's going to be based around crowd control and precision debuffs, which means A, it fits into the crowd control category. B, it's going to be used to debuff people to get rid of specific abilities, and it's going to have a higher skill floor. So the supers will have different melee weapons for each super. It's going to primarily be based around your melee, and grenades are going to be used for crowd control, aka pulling crowds into a certain spot and zoning, and then manipulation, including taking away abilities and also being able to deactivate people's abilities, kind of like suppression grenades on the Titan. And with that, there are going to be skills that are mainly used to shut down certain abilities. And that is the basics of the Brawl Master. Now let's lead into the realist part of this theory. Alright guys, so this is where we're going to go back into reality a little bit. Now, I like to make far-fetched theories because I know A, most of the time they're not going to become true, and B, it's just fun to just have fun and speculate of things that could be. Now, as for this theory, this is probably the least likely of most of the theories I've put out so far, just because for this to fit in the main world of Destiny, there would have to be an entire overhaul of a lot of systems, and a lot of things would have to change to find certain things out. And if anywhere this would be put, it would be put into the new saga and nowhere in the current saga that is going on. So yeah, so the reality is we have no regular basis for the fourth class. There is no lore basis for the fourth class, and the fourth class is probably the least likely thing that will ever happen to Destiny, unless it's later, way later on down the line. But anyway, guys, that's gonna do it for today. If you guys liked the video, hit the like button, comment down below. What do you guys think a fourth class idea would be? I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts about that down below. And guys, don't forget to subscribe, turn on post notifications so you never miss a video. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.